Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman calling out and pick you up. You could tell he did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Texas offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Another incompletion on third down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Owens. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that round. Good coverage.
He's got him this time. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They've got a first down here to open the period. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off-play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the air, it's Adams. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block passing. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going. Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air, it's Adams. He's going to take off. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinals. Out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll pull it down. Finds a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. To the air, it's Owens. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense.
Turning it on! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. just keep firing. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Defense looks like they're coming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat.
And now the ball's loose in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety. Better force the fumble, fall on top of it, touchdown for this defense.
They're trying to power it in. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. The 20. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give on the option. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Owens. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. There he goes. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Prince. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jump.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game.
Oh, they blocked it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Thompson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got...
Breaks into the open. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's going.
Going for it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Back to pass, it's Adams. Here's the heat. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of